Harekrushna Mahatab by Odisha Special. Harekrushna Mahatab Personal Details. Full name, Harekrushna Mahatab. Date of birth, November 21, 1899. Place of birth, Agarpata village, Balasore district, Odisha, India. Parents, Krushna Sharan Mahatab and Sarat Sundari Devi. Spouse, Malati Devi. Children, 2 sons, Prafula Chandra Mahatab and Nityananda Mahatab. Education, graduated from Raven Shah College, Cuttack. Political affiliation, Indian National Congress. Positions held, Chief Minister of Odisha, 1946 to 1950, 1956 to 1961, Member of the Constituent Assembly of India, Member of Parliament. Passed away on January 2, 1987. Harekrushna Mahatab childhood details. Harekrushna Mahatab was born in a small village called Agarpata in the Balasore district of Odisha, India. He grew up in a family that was actively involved in the Indian freedom struggle. His father, Krushna Sharan Mahatab, was a prominent leader of the Indian National Congress and a well-known freedom fighter. Mahatab was educated in Odisha and graduated from Raven Shah College in Cuttack. He was interested in politics from a young age and joined the Indian National Congress in the early 1920s. He became an active participant in the freedom struggle and was arrested several times for his involvement in various protests and movements against British colonial rule. Mahatab's childhood and early life were shaped by his family's involvement in the freedom struggle, and his own passion for politics and social justice. Harekrushna Mahatab political details. Harekrushna Mahatab was a prominent Indian freedom fighter and politician, who played an important role in India's struggle for independence. He was associated with the Indian National Congress and held several key positions during his political career. Here are some of the political details of Harekrushna Mahatab. Mahatab joined the Indian National Congress in the early 1920s and became an active participant in the freedom struggle. In 1936, he was elected to the Odisha Legislative Assembly and served as the leader of the opposition. In 1946, after India gained independence, Mahatab became the first Chief Minister of Odisha and held the position until 1950. He was elected to the Constituent Assembly of India in 1946 and played an important role in the drafting of the Indian Constitution. Mahatab was re-elected as the Chief Minister of Odisha in 1956 and held the position until 1961. He was also elected to the Lok Sabha, the lower house of the Indian Parliament, in 1957 and served as a Member of Parliament until 1962. In 1962, Mahatab resigned from the Indian National Congress and formed a new political party called the United Socialist Organization. He later merged his party with the Praja Socialist Party and became a member of the Samayukta Socialist Party. Throughout his political career, Mahatab worked towards improving the lives of the people of Odisha and played a key role in the development of the state. He implemented several policies aimed at land reforms, industrial development, and the establishment of educational institutions. He was widely respected for his commitment to social justice and his efforts to uplift the marginalized sections of society. Harekrushna Mahatab political achievements in Odisha. Harekrushna Mahatab played a key role in the development of the state during his tenure as Chief Minister. Here are some of his political achievements in Odisha. Land reforms. Mahatab implemented several land reform measures to improve the conditions of farmers and landless laborers in the state. He abolished the zamindari system and introduced the Tenancy Act, which granted land rights to sharecroppers and tenants. Industrial development. Mahatab played a key role in the establishment of several industries in Odisha, including steel, aluminum, and fertilizer. He initiated the construction of the Rourkela steel plant, which is now one of the largest steel plants in India. Education. Mahatab was a strong advocate of education and established several educational institutions in Odisha. He established the Utkal University, the Raven Shaw College, and the Birhampur University, among others. Road infrastructure: Mahatab implemented several road construction projects to improve connectivity in the state. He initiated the construction of the National Highway 5, which connects Chennai and Kolkata, passing through Odisha. Women's empowerment: Mahatab was a strong advocate of women's rights and initiated several measures to empower women in the state. He reserved seats for women in the Panchayat Raj institutions and provided them with access to education and healthcare. Mahatab's political achievements in Odisha had a significant impact on the development of the state and continue to be remembered to this day. Harekrushna Mahatab details. Harekrushna Mahatab was a prominent Indian freedom fighter and politician, who played a key role in India's struggle for independence. He was born on November 21, 1899, in Agarpata village, in the Balasore district of Odisha. Mahatab joined the Indian National Congress in the early 1920s and became an active participant in the freedom struggle. He was arrested several times for his involvement in various protests and movements against British colonial rule. He also served as the president of the Odisha Pradesh Congress Committee. After India gained independence, Mahatab became the Chief Minister of Odisha from 1946 to 1950 and then again from 1956 to 1961. During his tenure, he implemented various policies to improve the lives of the people of Odisha, including land reforms and the establishment of educational institutions. In addition to his political career, Mahatab was also a writer and journalist. He founded the newspaper Prajatantra and wrote several books on political and social issues. Mahatab passed away on January 2, 1987, leaving behind a legacy as one of Odisha's most prominent political leaders and freedom fighters. Harekrushna Mahatab helped people. During his first term as chief minister, there was a severe drought in the western parts of Odisha, which led to a shortage of food and water. The situation was particularly dire in a village called Nuapata, where the people were struggling to survive. Mahatab personally visited the village and took stock of the situation. He immediately ordered the release of funds to provide relief to the affected people. He also arranged for food and water supplies to be transported to the village and oversaw the distribution of relief materials. Furthermore, Mahatab set up a camp in Nuapata and personally monitored the relief efforts. He stayed in the village for several days, interacting with the people and understanding their problems. He also took steps to ensure that the relief efforts were sustained over a period of time, so that the people could recover from the drought and rebuild their lives. This incident is just one example of how Mahatab went out of his way to help people during his tenure as chief minister. He was known for his empathy and his commitment to social justice, and he worked tirelessly to improve the lives of the people of Odisha. Thank you. Please don't Euro trademark forget to like and subscribe the videos. If you like this content, please let us know in comments what else would you like to hear from us.